Hello, everyone. Welcome in and happy Thursday to you all. Ozzy's restarting the PC. All right, man. It's good to see you, Zeptimus. I hope everyone's doing well. I am excited to get back to Silent Hill 3. I think we finished today? Question mark? I thought we would finish Tuesday. Hello, Steve. Welcome. How are you? Draco!
Hello there.
Hello there. Welcome, Draco. Oh my goodness.
Expands. Praise the sub.
Thank you for the resub as well. Thank you so much, Draco. Thank you, Septimus, as well. Thank you, everyone. Doing all right, Steve? I am glad you're here, man. Glad all of you guys are here. I am so enjoying this game. I don't want it to end. But all good things must come to an end. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we're in the church. Right. 25 days till the next one. Oh, I am so excited for that, Steve. Although I think I will miss this classic survival horror style. There's just something about fixed cameras, tank controls, old school graphics. I don't know what it is, but I like it. It's like the new games, the remakes, they should be better in every single way. But there's just something that I miss. You know, I think a lot of it is honestly this. I think if the modern games would do more of this, where you could like just spam E on everything and like it would give you little snippets of information about things in the world. I don't feel like games do that enough nowadays, and so many old games did that. There's a picture here of an angel flying into the heavens. Nothing special. I get the feeling there's something behind the picture, though. The girl's cries and footsteps disappeared beyond it, after all. Heck yeah, we'll move it. Alright. Gotta save on the animation budget there. Before we go in there, let's look around. Okay, that's a big save symbol. Is that a save symbol? I'm assuming it is, right? This circle means reincarnation. That's what it said on the paper back there. So death isn't the end. Pretty good deal, if you ask me. Thanks to reincarnation, I died as a Lessum, but I'm still living as myself. But, you know, just the thought of it is starting to turn my stomach. Chitch. Welcome back, Ozzy. The last thing you wrote was, I'll be honest with you, mate, that part. And yes, that did show up. I'm glad that you are out of the hospital, as I'm sure you are. Saint Nicholas, miraculous hand, a doctor of God. Saint Alessa, Mother of God, Daughter of God. For a second there, I thought it was saying that she was the mother and the daughter. I was like, wait, what? Saint Jennifer, unwavering faith under death's blade. There's something so creepy about this map. Like the fact that it's written by what, looks like a child, but it's in such a disturbing environment. It's very creepy. I really like it. Also, I really want to know who actually drew this. Like, I'm assuming it was just one of the developers. They really nailed like the child drawing though, I want to think that it was like one of the kids of the developers. Like you just come home and ask your daughter just, "Hey, want to draw a painting for me? Or paint a painting? It'll be fun." "Mommy, what's this red stuff?" "That's just ketchup, dear." Okay, this is where the painting was. Oh. That's not creepy at all. Covered with a sheet. Nope. I won't even peek. It's just a wheelchair. There's not even anyone in it. Oh, man. Guys, I can't describe how much I crave these survival horror games. I need more. I know there's a lot still that I haven't played, like classic survival horror. Oh, you're fast. Careful. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Ozzy, did you ever play, is it called Cry of Fear? I think, if I'm thinking of it, wasn't that like an Ubisoft game that was supposed to be like their answer to Resident Evil? These books look like real mind benders. I think I'll leave them alone for now. I think I want to play that game. You know of it, but it wasn't really my style? I wonder if I'm thinking of the right game. These books look like real mind... Oh, this is the same thing. You know what game I really want to play? And I'm so sad that it didn't work. I need to try it again. But I tried Haunting Ground. I think this was... I don't think it was last year. I think it was like 2 years ago. And I really liked it, but there was a bug with the dog, I remember. And I could never figure out how to get it to work right. First person. So it may be, I may be thinking of the wrong game, Ozzy, because the game that I'm thinking of was very much like an old school Resident Evil game. It was fixed cameras, third person. So yeah, I might be thinking of the wrong name. I did know there was a Far Cry movie, yeah. Yeah, you're talking about like it's like based on the original Far Cry, right? It's really, really, really bad. I think it was German, or maybe the lead actor was German. I don't remember. Oh, Cold Fear? Is that it? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That might be it. Tome of the Seer. Sounds like an occult book. I don't need this now. It's not my taste anyway. I got the Moon Tarot card. DJ Panders, welcome. We are at the chapel, which I believe is towards the end.
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
He's so creepy. Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm
Realize that
thinking of. Then Aussie Cold Fear.
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
Claudio.
Told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? You sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, hot and bothered.
Really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Huh. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Hey, vampire. Welcome in.
They look like monsters to you?
Oh no.
Don't worry. It's just a joke.
Oh, he's so creepy.
By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
Okay. Book of Otherworld Laws. Yeah, Ozzy, I'm really curious about Hollow Body. I was wondering what the price is going to be. So it's out now. I'll have to look up what the price is. Yeah, I was a little torn on the demo when I played the demo for that game. I thought it had a lot of potential, but it was a little janky. But I definitely want to check it out. I can't promise I'll do it right away, but I am very interested. Book of Otherworld Laws. Okay, let's read this. Oh yeah, I forgot we got the cassette tape as well. It's 24 Australian dollars. Well, that's like $2 for US, so no, just kidding. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad though. This magic square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called the Viren 7 Crest. I feel like I'm not pronouncing that right. It's probably like Virun 7 Crest or the seal of Metroton. It will bring results regarding less. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster. As it is also difficult to control, it is not usually used. This is why it bears the name Metroton, after the angel Metroton or Metroton. Wait. Oh, Metatron or Metraton, I see. Also known as the agent of God. Okay. And so, oh yeah, we got the tarot cards too. The Moon Tarot card. I don't think it's an especially good card. Found this in the chapel. Is this a real tarot card, though? Eye of Night. I still don't know what this perfume is for. Talisman. There's a sheet of paper here, but it's blank. Oh, wait. Ozzy. Was it Deep Fear? So I just looked it up on my phone. Cry of Fear. Or Cold. There's too many fears. I think Deep Fear is what I was thinking about. Did you ever play Deep Fear? There's a book on tarot cards here. Tarot was based on the 22 Hebrew consonants and is said to represent the entire world. Each card, numbered 0 through 21, has a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. That was on the Saturn. Okay, I think that's the game I was thinking of. And it's very much like a Resident Evil game, I think. If that's the right one I'm thinking of. Cry of Layers of Deep Fear. Yeah, something like that. Each card, okay. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. That's a lot of different things. The second card, the High Priestess, denotes intuition, harmony, faith, or dogmatism and arrogance. It's very PS1 RE-ish. Oh, that's what I want. Yeah, I mean, not always. Like, obviously I love Resident Evil Remake much more than the original, but I do still love the original Resident Evil because of the cheese. According to some texts, the Gardner deck had more than 22 cards. The Gardner deck does not exist today. It is mentioned only in literature. It is said that these extra cards were based on lost Hebrew vowels and denoted an otherworldly transcendental existence, i.e. God. Saturn emulators are easy to set up. So it was only on the Saturn, no PC port. Is there something right there? No, that book kind of looked unique, but I guess not. Bummer, dude. I don't know anything about the Saturn. That was Sega? Sega Saturn? That sounds familiar. Saturn has always been my favorite planet. Silent Hills, Ancient Gods, a study of their etymology and evolution. What a mouthful. Hi, Poria. Welcome back. There's no religion that has remained unchanged from the moment it was founded. This one is no exception. When this religion fell into the hands of immigrants, it was deeply influenced by their own original Christian beliefs. For example, the traditional representatives of these primal gods may be given the names and descriptions of Christian angels, thus shared characteristics begin to appear. There's also one rare example of the chief deity, the creator of paradise or lord of serpents and reeds, being dubbed with a demon's name. Of course, this was not done by believers, but by their opponents. Can I read what that says? Huh, guess not. Okay. So we've checked all the doors there. What is that section up to the right? And then, like, in that hallway, there's that... It looks like a room, but there's no door there. Right here? Oh, it's an elevator. Oh! Bye. Elevator. The icons in your taskbar are really small. How do you fix that? I think if you right click and go to taskbar settings, I think you can change that. Maybe someone else knows as well. Taskbar icons. No. I know there's a way to make them bigger. Does anyone else know how to do that? Maybe they changed it in Windows 11. I thought it was just under taskbar settings. If no one if no one else knows, I'll look it up after the stream, Ozzy. Oh, you're still on Windows 10? I thought you could just right-click on the taskbar, and then I thought it was just like taskbar settings or something like that. This looks like a lovely place. Oh. This looks cozy. There's a musty diary on the bed. This writing, is this Dad's diary? Why would it be here? I sometimes have the sense, even now, that that girl. I swear, I hate English sometimes because it always feels wrong whenever you read a sentence and there's two words that are back to back like that. And I know it's correct, but it just feels wrong. Now that girl is a reincarnation of Alessa, I don't worry about it much now. That's all forgiven. Were you unloved, Cheryl, or was that Alessa? Now Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. Beloved? I never know how to say that word. But beloved? It seems like some people say beloved. Other people say beloved. Maybe both are correct. Once again, English is stupid. But that name was a mistake at the time. I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That's what worries me. Thanks, Dad. So I was Alessa after all. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. Why bother with this phone? I know it's not connected. Do you know that? You could check. You never know. This looks just like Dad's. It's more than just a resemblance. Dad's not sleeping in the bed, though. Looks like there's blood all over. Oh, what did I just pick up? Dang it. That goes away so fast. I don't know what that was. Did anybody happen to catch what I picked up? Shoot. I have no idea what that was. Wasn't a new tarot card. Maybe it was just bullets? I feel like we are getting really low on supplies. Right-click on the desktop and go to Display Settings and change the scale. This will make everything bigger. Or do you mean you want the icons to not be square and more rectangular on the taskbar? I could have sworn, was there not Zeptimus in Windows 10? Wasn't there just a toggle like between small and large for the taskbar? Because I remember I always used to change mine to large. Or maybe I changed it to small now that I think about it. I don't remember. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, too. Oh, excuse me. Shotgun shells. Well, that's good. The door is open. Inside there's someone wrapped in a bag. Maybe, no, they're definitely dead. Ooh. Is that another tarot card? This crazy mixed up world has got me used to the strangest things. Easy for me to say. They're still totally disgusting. I feel like I'm going crazy myself sooner or later. Might even already be crazy. Who knows? Hanged Man tarot card. Okay. Maybe there was. I don't think I ever changed it if there was. They like to bury settings all over the place, then change. Yeah, I know. Bodies on the floor wrapped in plastic. What a nightmare. I'm just glad they don't seem to be getting up anytime soon. With this rotting stench throughout the place, anyone can guess what's inside. I just want to puke if I take a look. Okay, slowly collecting tarot cards. Okay. Straight through. Oh, come on. I feel like we should have made that. Good gracious, that scared me. Hi, Matt. Welcome in. How are you? Lots. I keep thinking I can, like, interact with those little areas there. Good gracious! I hate that noise. Shoot. Oh, that is awful. Oh, no. There's one door on the end there that I missed. I should have checked that door. Good gracious, these things are huge. These areas. Hello? Why did we change Oh. What?
Forefathers, one and all! Bear witness!
Oh, that was so cool. Careful. Hello, Dav. Welcome in. That was really cool. I really like that way of revealing that there's a secret there. That's it. I think that's it. What I was thinking of, Septimus. Use small taskbar settings. I think, now that I think about it, I think I always turned that on. So maybe that is turned on and you want to turn that off. There's something stuck in this book. Tarot card? Aglaophotis. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. Okay, and what was the card that I picked up? Eye of the Night, was that the new one? Fool. This was in my old room, in a hospital room. What did this one mean again? Eye of the Night, found in this chapel. Is this a real tarot card, though? 20. Oh, 22. Wait, so... Yeah, so they said that there's 22 cards, but didn't they say that the first one starts with 0? Maybe I'm, like, way overthinking this. They said the first one starts with 0, so that would mean that there's only numbered up to 21. So is this, like, the questionable 23rd tarot card? Maybe I'm also way overthinking that. Also, where in the world are all of the health kits? There's just a name on the label, no description or anything. It's too risky, never mind. No, Heather, we are like desperately in need of health. Take anything you can find. Risk it. We'll quick save. I think I only have one healing item. Yeah. They were just, man, they were giving us so many health items earlier. And now, like, we're kind of in trouble. Oh, are those health things there? Might be. It's a picture of me when I was 7. I look bored and sad. Well, of course I do. I was always like that back then. Oh, they are health things. Okay, that's good. Probably also means that there's going to be like a boss or something. There's a picture here, but it's not my style at all. Really, Heather? You don't like that? Oh, those sounds are great. I love that. 24 years ago, Modalia used me to summon God. Oh. I just don't want to remember. Get me out of here. I don't know, Heather. I'm kind of digging those sounds. I think I could actually put that on when I'm going to bed. Just listen to it, fall asleep to it. What do you guys think? There's something about it that I find very calming. Alright, we should probably use a health thing. Excuse me. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Move! Wait, did I just duck? How in the world did I do that? That's new. Has there been a duck the entire game and I didn't know it? For any of you Silent Hill experts, is that a thing? Is there a button combination that's a duck? Because it clearly looked like she ducked, and I didn't take damage. That would be good to know. That would be good to know about 20 hours ago when I started the game. This is like me playing Bayonetta. Played through the entire game of Bayonetta, and at the very end, I realized that you could change weapons. I didn't know that you could change weapons the entire game. Oh, this looks like a Resident Evil puzzle. And a save room. It's got some cards. Playing cards on the floor I used to play a lot. I remember little Claudia always had a hard time winning that made her cry. This is some sort of landscape. Where is it from again? Well, it doesn't matter. Drawing block. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. Why does it say drawing block? Is that a weird translation thing? On the front cover is a picture of Dad. Really awful work. What is this doing here? The door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then with all these? I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease, just as long as you say please. Now the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row, but that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man, the upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone, through his tears are profound. Leave him alone, though his tears are profound. You actually do call them drawing blocks, really? Are there any native English speakers here that draw? Is that a thing that I just don't know about? Or is that just like a thing that they call that outside of the US? I don't think I've ever heard a drawing or I guess I would just call that like a sketch pad or a drawing book. But you call it a drawing block. That's really interesting. Oh, we're still going. I hope I'm not supposed to remember all of this. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent, floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget one major point you must not omit. And now at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help you keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night, better be careful. It's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So you'll open the door. I'm just sure that I'm just sure that there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. What in the world did all of that mean? Am I supposed to remember that? Oh. Okay. My clothes from when I was 7, they don't fit me now. Good thing, too. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's not the only one there. I sense the presence or something extremely dangerous, even sickening, or maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open the door. Enough of that idle chit chat. God, I'm not, but I fully intend to save her. No, them. The last entry was written some 17 years ago. It looks like Dad wrote this too. Liza P update. Up to the King of Puppets boss on New Game Plus now. Getting closer. Did they change things in New Game Plus stuff? This is a closet. It's meaningless to me. I don't have time to wax nostalgic over these old clothes. The scribbling on the floor here is Alyssa's. For some reason, she always drew monsters like this when she was alone. She used to draw with Claudia, too. A nice daddy and mommy and a fun school. A happy world where everyone smiled and laughed all day long. In short, everything we never had. As far as I know, the meaning drawing block comes from the London, UK during the 1850s. In my school days, that's what we were familiar with. Easels and canvases were too professional for us. But why is it called a block? Does anyone from the US call a drawing pad or like a drawing book a block? A brass key. I've just never heard the term block used like that. Because it's a European trend, but why? And also, it's in a Japanese game as well, so it's not just European. What? Okay, so do I use the tarot cards? Use. You can understand the puppet language properly in New Game Plus as well. No more vaguely translate. Oh, that's cool. Hanged Man. Oh, no. Wait, so there's 9 spaces here, and I only have 4. So I feel like I'm missing some. I also feel like I actually do have to remember this insanely long thing here. The door sure does rattle. So, okay, so that's talking about the door. Need 5. Oh, 5 magic cards. Okay, we only have 4. I can tell you straight I want to use just as long as you say please. The first thing you must know is that there's something in each row. But that's not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left. There's no one else around. Leave him alone. There's okay, so upside down man is got to be in the middle. Do I have the upside down man? Hanged man. Okay, so that's the hanged man. Wait, what? Oh, I have to use the cards, don't I? So that can either go there, there, or there. I don't think we would say drawing board either. I think we just call that a drawing book because it's a book that you draw in. The moon is above the sky, full or crescent, floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of the crazy clown. Sketchbook, yeah. On the head of a... Okay, hang on. I need to actually see what cards I have, and I need to write this down. So we have the moon card. And the fool. And Eye of the Knight. Eye of Knights. And then we have the Hanged Man on the board there. Yeah, that's what I think, Dav, but I'm going to read through it again just to make sure. But I guess we don't know. Well, let me just read it. So the upside down man under the ground, to his right, to his left. Okay, so yeah, so I think the upside down man either needs to be in the middle or bottom middle. And then the moon above the sky. So that would be the moon card. That would probably go on the top row. Floating high, twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Oh, so fool. Okay. So I think it's moon, top middle, then fool, middle, and then hanged man, bottom middle. Although we don't know. Wait, no, the moon could go. As of right now, reading no further, I think the moon card could actually go anywhere on the top row. It just has to be above the fool. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget one major point you must not omit. And now at the last, before you take a whack, here's one major hint to help you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Is that Eye of the Night? Be careful it's not on your right. Turn to your left and you shall keep it in sight. So, Eye of the Night may be on the left. So you'll open the door. I'm sure that there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. Okay. I still don't feel like we really have everything. I mean, we're still missing a card as well. But it sounds like to me the moon card needs to go clearly above. The hanged man maybe goes right there. The fool would go there. It has to be below the moon. And then the knight card, maybe one of these. But we're still missing one card, so we still need to find one more. So let's save. And let's see. Oh no, please don't tell me. It probably is, though. That one door that I missed. Didn't even really miss it. I just was left wall stratting and couldn't get to that one. I guess it's also possible that it could be... Yeah, I don't actually see anything else up there. Although there is that one door. Oh. Yeah, we did get a brass key, didn't we? We have a lot of stuff now that I think about it. Okay, straight through. Good gracious. The noise. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know people love this game, and I love this game as well, but I would gladly install a mod that would take that noise out. I just don't like it. Oh, shoot. That is locked. So, back to the elevator, I guess. Wait, this is an elevator too, though, right? You dislike it as well. Yeah. I get it. I understand why they did it, and I think it is effective with what I think they were trying to do, which was just to make you feel uncomfortable. But to me, I feel uncomfortable, but I also just like don't want to hear it. Like there are other sounds, like even the radio static is like that to a certain degree. It gets a bit much. But I think it's more effective at just making you be kind of uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. What in the world is going on now? Okay, I hope this is the brass key. Oh, yes, okay, perfect. Sounds like a mutant bee. I don't know, Dab. I thought it sounded more like a mutant A. Why are classrooms so creepy? There's a ratty-old notebook on the podium. Oops. And there's a letter stuck in here too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alyssa in my class. If your memory is any good, You may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best to just watch and wait. Watch and wait? Wait and watch. Wait, do you guys say watch and wait, or do you say wait and watch? I feel like I've always said wait and watch. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friends, for your opinion first. K. Gordon. Or wait and see, yeah. It's a pretty ho-hum picture. Ho-hum. There's a map here, but I don't need to take it with me. You always take the map. Hold on. F around and find out. It's a handout with our classroom resolutions written on it. Doesn't say anything about abandoning your friends or scribbling on the desks. So wait, Dav, I may have missed it. Was there anything else that happens in New Game Plus besides just learning the puppet language? Are there any like new enemies or bosses or anything like that? Radio? A tape deck. Oh, I have a tape.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening.
Okay.
But God drove the
I
unbelievers
don't know
away
why there's no games that really do that
threw
very
them
well.
into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was
The Surge
unable to
did
be
it.
born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
Dark Souls had
It, huh?
like some
Well,
unique enemies, but they didn't really have unique bosses, did they?
I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean
Yeah, but
this
you could
land
fight
will
Dark
finally
Lurker
be the
on
home of eternal
regular New
paradise?
Game.
If
I think,
God
right?
wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
That boss fight helped me learn a lot about how to manage the camera and always have both bosses in sight at the same time. What are these letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions. People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors about Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there were some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? LS. First aid kit. Good gracious. Is there anything in here? Doesn't look like it. What is she looking at? Oh, okay. It does look like she's looking at something, though, doesn't it? Ah, darn. Okay, I don't see anything in there. The name Claudia Wolf is written on a very small cover. It looks like this is her diary. You want to play Wolong next? You went through a lot of effigies for that fight. Something about Sony exclusives deal means maybe not for a while. Wait, Wolong. Wolong. Wasn't that... Was that the game that came out this year? Or was that the game... I must be thinking about something else, because I was thinking that that game was on Game Pass. Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, Wolong was on Game Pass, right? Yeah. I don't think that Sony actually has an exclusive on Black Myth. I think it's just more like they just chose not to put it on Xbox. Xbox is not doing so hot nowadays. Wolong is the one that felt like Neo 2, but not as good. Yeah, I really liked that game for like 5 hours, and then I just completely fell off of it. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. But then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Did you hear... did you guys hear about the game Anotria? That game, I've heard it's like Italian Souls. That's what people are calling it. Basically, like, they wanted to publish their game on Xbox, but like no one would just answer the email. They kept trying to reach out to Xbox and no one answered them. And then finally, I guess Phil Spencer saw like all the bad coverage that it was getting, and he was like, we're going to take care of it and get them on Xbox. But man, Xbox is just, I don't know. They need something. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I'd been searching for in there, how to awaken God, but it's much too cruel. I will be able to pull it off when will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what is hard. Xbox Game Pass is withdrawn from the Halbot project. Is that a tarot card? Is that the last tarot card? Yeah, I mean, like, I still subscribe to Game Pass, but it's only because it's just a still ridiculously stupid deal. Or a stupid, ridiculous deal. Maybe that's the way to put it. But I am so mad at Microsoft at their just stupid decision after stupid decision. It's really infuriating. There's an old birthday card on the desk, so she was still hanging on to this. Happy birthday to little Claudia. I can't read that. Happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. All right, give me that tarot card. High Priestess. Just a candle. Okay. Xbox is becoming like Nintendo now with making the stupid decisions, like making the Xbox One less powerful than the PS4 to accommodate the Kinect when no one cared about the Kinect anymore, and then the Series X having next to no features like the PS5's DualSense and VR. I don't know. I don't think that that's so much as a problem as what I think the bigger problem is. They just don't have games. And the games that they do have, they're not what they need them to be. Like every time a freaking Xbox exclusive game comes out, it has issues and there's just problems with it. And that's like after it's been delayed so many times. Like Halo, what should be the biggest game in the world. First of all, that game was delayed an entire year. And I wanted to rip people's throats out that were like, oh, just wait, it'll be perfect now that they're delaying it. Because you know the saying, a good game is delayed over and over, and a bad game is bad forever, or whatever. And then that game came out, and it was still a mess. And it didn't have the features in it. They had to, like, delay the co-op for I don't know how long. Dav, 500. We wish it was 500. It's 800. No, 700. 700 pounds though for you guys. 800 euros, 700 US dollars, 700 pounds, 800 euros, like $2,000 for Aussie. You crossed the 5 or 700. That too. No Spider-Man games. Yeah, no Spider-Man, no God of War, no Ghost of Tsushima. Like all of these incredible games that PlayStation has, Xbox just don't have them, and they need them. And then like even the third-party games are not really that great on it. Series S is getting a lot of grief. How come? Oh, just because it's underpowered? Yeah, so that's another issue, right? Is that Microsoft requires your game to run on the S as well. And so that causes a lot of issues because it's so underpowered. I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright, we need to get back to the elevator. Let's maybe go through here. And so lost. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, I think we made it. Down and to the right, and then down and to the right again. Right. Right, left. And now we go left. Left and then left again. Left. Wait, no, left and then right. Ah, noises. All the way down to the left. Okay. So let's look at that card that we got. Let's also save. So that is the High Priestess card. Just like her. Didn't this card mean something like genuine belief? I know, Ozzy. That's what I was saying the other day. If they did that, it might be... I don't know. I still think it's overpriced, but that would at least justify the price of the PS Pro a little bit more if it could play like just every single PlayStation game that's ever been made. Just put the disc in and it works. Oh, but wait, it doesn't come with a disc drive. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I'm really going to be curious to see how that thing sells. I hope it doesn't sell well, if I'm being honest, because if it does sell really well, then we're screwed. The PS6 is going to be $1,000. Okay, so... Okay, I need to read the thing again. High Priestess card. Okay. Something in each row. 3 would be too hard to fit. Okay, so that means that there's something in each row, but there's not a row of 3. 2 is the most that can be in a row, I think. 2 is right, 2 is left. There's no one around. So no one around the hanged fool. Wait, do I have that like that? No one around the hanged fool? Is the hanged fool on the bottom? Yeah, okay. Well, I feel like if that's the case, then the high priestess would maybe go there or here. Because it couldn't go here. It could go down here, but I don't think it would make sense for that. Locked. Huh. Okay, so that's not correct. Even if they released the feature so the PS5 could read those games as PS5 games, how would Resident Evil Code Veronica... how Resident Evil Code Veronica is a read as a PS4 game. Why don't they just do that? So the reason they don't do that, Ozzy, is because the PlayStation 3, specifically the PlayStation 3, the architecture, like the graphics card and like the processor that they use, like the components of it, they were really, really, really different from what we use in modern consoles and computers. Whereas the PS4 and the PS5, like they're basically just computers. The PS3 was like this weird thing that they created that was totally unique. And it did cool things, but it was not good for being compatible with other things. And so there's no way to just make those games backwards compatible. You would have to do some kind of emulation of the PS3 hardware. And the PS3 hardware was quite powerful and is still quite powerful for emulation. Whereas with emulation, you're totally emulating everything in a software environment. So you're not able to use the hardware. So that's why it's such a complicated issue. They screwed up by making the PS3 like very, very proprietary. Also, do you guys see a face? I see a bunch of faces in the background page, like on the left side. I wish I had a cursor here. If you look on the left side, like in the middle and then like slightly down, I very clearly see a face. There's 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Wait, do I have a... No, I don't have a cursor. I was going to highlight it. It's so funny how we pick up things like that. Okay. I think Al is losing it. Silent Hill's getting into him. Eye on top, priestess to the right. Eye on top, priestess to the right. But didn't it say that eye had to be next to... what do I have in the middle? Hang on, let me read it again. I thought it said the eye had to be next to the one in the middle. The fool, I think it was. Okay, the moon is above the sky. So we know that has to go on the top row. Okay, and then right, it sits like a crazy crown on top of a crazy clown. The crazy clown has to be the fool. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget the one major point you must not omit. Now, at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint. Keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful. It's not on your right. Turn to the left, and you'll keep it in sight. So see, wouldn't that be the eye that's saying that that would be on the left, right? But it also doesn't say anything about the priestess. Be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Just forget about that. Stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. Okay, Dav, you think what should be upper left? The priestess? The eye. And where would the priestess go? That's why for a while devs just released dumbed down versions of multiplats on the PS3. You ever had jailbroken PS3 HAL? If you did, then using multiplat, you could encode PS2 ISOs so the PS3 could read them as PS3 games and even play them. I meant something like that. Yeah, the PS3 could do that with PS2 and PS1 games, but we just can't do that with PS3 games on newer consoles without emulating them. Which emulation is honestly, the PS5 Pro should probably be able to emulate the PS3 without much trouble. I don't know why they're not doing it, to be honest. I guess they just don't want to try and support it, which is pretty scummy to me. Fool Underground makes the bottom row. Fool and Priestess human, so land level. Moon and Eye in the night sky. Okay. So you said upper left. And then the priestess. What do we think here? Oops. Priestess here. Darn. Priestess in the middle. Move the Fool and Moon left. Priestess in the middle. The Fool. Moon. But this one would have to go here as well. Like that. It said, didn't it say that the hanged man had to be below the Fool? Hold on. I think it said moon above the Fool. Yeah, the moon is above the Fool. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying. Okay. The upside down man under the ground, to his right, to his left. So, right. The Fool has to be in the middle, and it has to be on the bottom. I feel like that is a 100% gotta be it, at least for the Fool. So, I mean, the Hanged Man. Hanged Man, because it said nothing to his left, nothing to his right. Okay, so I feel like that is a lock for the Hanged Man. Upside down man under the ground, to his right, to his left. There's no one around. Leave him alone through his tears. Those tears are profound. The moon is above the sky, so that has to be on the top row. Full or crescent, floating high, twinkling light sits like a crown. So the Fool has to be below the moon. Let me write this down because I feel like I keep forgetting. So Fool has to be above the moon. Hang on, I'm just drawing a little diagram here. Hanged Man has to go down there. But the moon and the Fool could potentially be or the moon could potentially be top left, top middle, or top right. The moon is above the sky, full or crescent, floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Okay, now here's where I start to get a little confused. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think is the do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? One major point you must not omit. And now at the last, before you take a whack, here is one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. This has to be talking about the eye of the night. Better be careful. It's not on your right. Turn to the left. And you'll keep it in your sight. So the eye of the night has to go on the left, right? But it's weird they don't say anything about the priestess. The eye of the night. I guess it could potentially go down here. But then this doesn't work because it said that there are not any rows that have 3. Eye in the middle, priestess on the middle right. But see, I don't think that works, Stav, because then we'll have a row of 3. Because we'd have to have the Fool here, and the moon would go here. And if we did the priestess there, then we have a row of 3. Yeah. So I feel like the priestess has to go here or there. That seems like the only place for it to go. Eye in the middle top. So eye in the middle top. Ozzy's saying eye of the night top left corner. I think that's what I had originally, wasn't it? Eye up here. And then the priestess would have to either go here or here. I feel like we're slowly just trying every combination. Nope. So Dav, you think eye in the middle top. That would mean the moon would have to go here. This would have to go here. Oh! We got it. Okay, so I'm glad it didn't go away. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I feel like they could have given you one more hint. Because I do feel like with what they gave you, there were like multiple potential ways that it could have worked out. It does seem like they should have given some hint for the priestess. Unless they did, and I just didn't really understand it. I guess that also makes sense because you keep the eye of the night like far away from you. That's farthest away from the moon, which is bright. I guess that kind of makes sense. She was praying to God on high. Yeah, which I guess is eye of the night. That, I don't know, that seems kind of like not very clear. But hey, we got it. You know what? Let's save. What in the world? I hate walking towards a camera and not being able to see what's in front of me. Whoa. Trippy camera. A huge fan here. I can't get through it. Hello, Claudia.
Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just
I'm
look
glad I
around
didn't try
you.
to finish this game
But I
the other day
believe in her
because there was so much left.
in my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although, I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
It does kind of feel like there could be some crossovers, doesn't it?
Continue to get in my way.
Did you kill me? Well.
Hello.
Well. The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and